What's up? We back. We back. We back. Yes. Um, I promised you. Oh, yeah, I promised you. No, no, what happened to my little string? Oh goodness, I done lost the string up in here. We promised you um another video about Stephen KOTOWICH. And we got kind of wrapped up in the good news, but I definitely wanted to give you guys exactly what we've been telling you we're going to give you um, since earlier today. Yes, Golden Ashton. We had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful live that we just did, Ashton and I, where we revealed that um, we were in talks with networks. They're putting our program, our podcast, Godmother Podcast, and Keep Swimming with Ashton are now going to be on Roku TV, Apple TV, Fire TV, and Chromecast. Okay, but I can't get into that here because is a as you see, Ashton, and who I'm talking to in the chat is a four-time Special Olympic gold medal winner in swimming. So, and she has a show called Keep Swimming with Ashton right here on Keeping People Real TV. And my Godmother podcast, who I have not, as you've had the number, but you know, I have not been able to. I've been so busy with this stuff, okay, with Rich Long, that I have not been able to develop the show like I need to. So I was going to wait till after the new year. So lo and behold, before it even aired, it's now on more platforms than previously before, when it was thought of. So we're very, very, very grateful for everything. And Ashton, she shared with us that her mother was going through something right now. So please continue to keep her mother in prayer. And of course, keep Rich Long in prayer with this. So thank you, Ashton. I'm definitely going to deep dive into this. I'm not going to stay on long because it is New Year's Eve, and I do know that people want to get to their families and everything, but I could not. We prefaced this video this morning. We had everything that we were going to do to present you with everything, and then we just got caught up with business as usual. Um, Mr. KOTOWICH, as you see from the thumbnail, this is part 8 of Surviving Stephen KOTOWICH. And I don't want him in any. I have to preface every video this way because if you go through the entire series and even from about Thanksgiving, you will see that this guy has been harassing and we've already deemed it to be Stephen KOTOWICH before we even did this series on Stephen KOTOWICH. So, he just revealed himself more and more. But we're supposed to be in some beef with all these people, and it's just the same prototype. So I don't know if it's just a ravenous, bunch of racist ravenous that just, do the same thing, or can we just pinpoint it to this one guy who's, part 1, we exposed the lie. Exposing his lies. He said, I haven't paid him since June. That's a lie. Okay. And he knows that. And, he had someone in the chat going back and forth about, I'm not here to now prove my case to you. I'm here to give you critical thinking questions to say, you be the judge. You be the judge if, just off of what you see about a personality type. This is more of a case study of someone who we've deemed to be dangerous now acting the way we deemed them to be. Okay. So again, I'm not on anybody's live. I'm not in anybody's chat. I'm not in anybody's comment section. I'm not calling anybody's line. I'm not texting anybody's phone. I'm not knocking on anybody's door, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, all that can be rationalized because for some particular reason, and we're not supposed to believe that it's transphobic, okay? It's something, okay? I am not a unreasonable reasonable person. And even if he felt like I was a few bucks behind, even though I was not, even if he felt that, not at the time when he gave me my money back, no, I was not. Even if that was the case, does that deem all of this? Something ain't adding up, right? It has to be a little bit more, right? So we can cancel out, of course he's showing racist behavior. I mean, allegedly, if we're not just assuming that's him or not. But the running theme is before manipulated is that he doesn't care. Even people were saying it in the chat. He doesn't care. He don't care, and that's the truth. See, words. People can manipulate words, but actions speak louder than words, and his actions have shown us that he doesn't care. Not responding to a text, not responding to multiple texts, not responding to certified mail. Okay, so not responding to regular mail. So this is what I'm saying. He can do all things but the right thing. We have deemed him to be very immature. These are only our findings. This is not anything factual. We are not clinical doctors. This is all opinion. We find him to be extremely immature. Who does that? I'm not doing anything. This entire time, I've been on Rich Long's channel talking about Rich Long's affairs. So who other than him would be texting leave? Who other than him would be like, this guy cannot function? And he made himself like that, not me. Okay, I was continuing on to just live my life. He came up with a plan August 27th, and I've been dealing with this headache ever since, where he could have just allowed me to just do what I was doing, which was pay him money. He devised a plan to stop getting money and then say, you owe me from way back in the day, which is a lie. Knowing he comped those months and it's all in writing. That's what I'm saying. I don't have to prove my case. He know what he did. He knows what he did. So I'm just trying to see how far are you willing to go to now trying to say that I'm some type of way, or now you're trying to attack my blackness. Like, are you serious? It's just a lot of petty and games with him. 2 was when we originally found a website that had authentic reviews on there. But okay, we'll get to that in another part. Later on, I don't know, allegedly, it's just a coincidence. What he couldn't do in 2 years, he did in 2 days of us revealing the site. So, and the crazy ravenous races in the chat that had been here the entire time. Okay. Very creepy, right? Very creepy. Especially since the good reviews that just popped up were now on both of the universities that were attached to his name. That's weird. Okay. They make it too obvious. He makes it too obvious. Now, just all of a sudden, on both the universities attached to his name, and they seem like they're just directly answering the person below, like in a very creepy way. Yeah, I apologize, kids, for blowing up your spot. Y'all had a nice, safe place to express yourself. Well, he's there. He's there like You know, he is there. It is there. Okay. All right. He harassed me to no end about a fire. So my whole thing is, should he have to produce everything he says? Let's go through some of it because I've written it all down. Okay. So let me get my handy dandy Philadelphia College book that I've been using as a backdrop so you can't see through these papers and then they can stand up. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see where we should we start in the harassment of my family, because there's so much, so many places we can start from. Okay, let's start. All right. Oh, here's the first. Yes. Let's start here. Okay, he has numerous of times text this to my phone. Okay, numerous of times text this to my phone. Okay, should he have to prove this? Why should I be inundated with that's not true? This is 100% false. He knows that. And I'm gonna tell you why he knows that. Let's go back to the infamous. I'm gonna tell you how he knows that this is 100% a lie. Let's go back to this one because I'm gonna get this together for court. But this is why he knows that that no fire was started here, because he was here the next day. Okay, he had access to the property. Where are your pictures? Where is your evidence? Okay, so let's get back to his harassment. Should he have to prove this? See, because what people don't understand of why we have pinpointed it all the way down from Karen to crazy police officers acting silly. See, all that's expected. You expect all that in the world. You expect police to act silly. You expect Karen to Karen. Okay? You expect coons to coon a buffoon. You do not expect your landlord to be now have, these other people, okay, I can avoid them like a video game. I can try to avoid them. I cannot avoid this guy. I cannot avoid this guy that you have satisfied and did everything to do and come right back and lie. So my whole thing is to prove that this is harassment, because he was here the next day. He should have to prove what he said to me, right? Because I had to be tortured with it to no end, and he did not care. So again, why are we caring about this grown man's wines? Come on now. People are brainwashed. This is out of line. Next, I have reports from the fire department. Should he have to provide those reports? Because this is what he's saying. I don't want to hear about nothing else on a report but this. I don't want to hear nothing else on a report but this. He says he has reports from the fire department. So they better say this. They better say this, okay? Because that's what you said. Now the fire, I know, because I was here. The fire people was here, and I was here. You know more than all of us because you have said it multiple times. So you know more than everybody. So you should have to prove this, okay? You should prove that. You should have to prove this. I need them because this is what he harassed me with for months. Here's another one. He has videotape and no video camera. So that leads us to the next one. We're going to do a whole separate live on this after the new year. Because this really ties into the cohorting that I told him that he was doing. And we're going to go into that and deep dive into that as well. That's why I said, how far down the rabbit hole did this guy want to go? Because I am very upset about all of this. Okay? And him calling me all types of names and trying to play off, thinking that this is some type of race thing when I've already done showed you that no, it's a him thing. He's making it a race thing when he's calling in here and calling me all types of names, allegedly. Someone that's been definitely defending him from day one. Okay, so make that make sense. Okay? I have videotape. He should have to present this. Okay? Not bully me with it for months. This is intentional. This is agonizing. This is mental anguish. This is unnecessary. This is what Karen and everybody is not doing. This is what Mr. KOTOWICH is doing. That's why he has been he should have to prove all of this. He has eyewitnesses. Okay? Now, these eyewitnesses better lay their eyes on fire. Okay? Because that's what you said. Even after you were here the next day, I need to see a videotape of a fire. I would love to see this. I would love it. Please, he has eyewitnesses, excuse me, and his videotape. He should have to present this. Okay? This is torture. Okay? This is torture. You know why? Because he was already here. See, my whole thing is this all makes sense if he hadn't came here already. The part that don't make sense is that he already saw with his own two eyes, no fire or no fire damage, no smoke damage, no nothing, because there wasn't nothing. That's in correlation to what the fire department said, what they was here. And they also said when I called them a day or two later, and they said it's nothing there that's been closed out. Okay, Mr. KOTOWICH said that's unfortunate. Yeah, because it's unfortunate because you already formed a lynch mob on my family. Yeah, that's why it was unfortunate. Because you already formed a lynch mob on my family and you actively acted on it. You did what they could not do, which was get inside my home with your bullshit. Excuse me. Okay? So, I mean, before we can even get outside to get to a Karen, this is already happening, being texted to me from August all the way until almost December. We're going back and forth. Like this spanned over months. And you can see in the thumbnail time and time and time and time and time and time again, we're going through the same conversation over and over and over. Don't you? And this man has the nerve to talk about Rich Long and I, and these other people have the nerve to just believe somebody right off the bat. It's a daggone shame. It's a daggone shame how these people manipulated the system in so many ways, and everybody's seeing it. And just the fact that everything is coming out, now all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. Come on. No, 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 no. He should have to produce these eyewitnesses. Okay? Because this is what he wasn't even here. He was not even here. Okay? So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, and this is the kicker. Okay? This is what he's texting me. He wasn't here. But he can tell me something like this, and he was here the next day and saw none of that. Does this make it make sense? That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. As soon as somebody can make that make sense, I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to hear anything else. And I don't want to hear anything about Rich Long if it doesn't start with the Karen that I'm BFFs with sent her BFF to you know. So if it don't start with that, I don't want to hear about what Rich Long was doing. Okay, he was not doing anything, to be honest. And y'all came to that. And anyway, we already know that song and dance. It still doesn't change the fact that these people have tied up somebody's life for months with their BS. And I'm going past this bullying system in this neighborhood to the people so you can see exactly what I've been going through. Okay, I have reports from the fire department. He should have to produce these reports from the fire department. I would love to see it. Pete Never XVT says, stop lying, KOTOWICH. Exactly. You see, the texts are right there. The texts are right there. Okay? Everything's in the proof and pudding. That's why I said that's where they get all rattled at. See, they know in the court systems they can, I don't know, allegedly have their BFFs and DFF and and then you don't get no justice. I mean, it's a age-old story. We hear it time and time and time again. Okay? But the people, this is the most honest and the most space in the world right now, to be honest. Because people just going to instantly just say how it is. It's they don't know you, they don't know him, they don't have nothing invested in the situation, and they can see things with very clarity for what it is. He should have to produce these reports from the fire department. This, not only did he say this multiple times, 6 to be total, okay? He should, and I don't want to see a report of a phone call, okay? I want to see what you said. I want to see a report of a fire, okay? This is what you said. So all of these firefighters out here that go out there and put their daggone life on the line, come on now. This guy is doing all this frivolous stuff. This is insulting. So he should have to prove that there was a fire. Okay? This is the kicker. I cannot wait till he get this one. This is the one I really want to see. I have videotape. And like I said, we're going to deep dive into this one. This is going to be probably the thumbnail for the next one, part 9. He doesn't have a camera. Okay, so where are you getting this videotape from? Because I know for 100% fact that the fire department does not have a video of a fire. Okay, they wasn't even here long enough to get out a camera. Okay, I told you it wasn't nothing. They were here 5 minutes and left. They were laughing at me because it wasn't nothing here, and you came and with your lynch mob and made a big deal. Because it was unfortunate you already started skimming and scamming on my family. I'm calling this guy out. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care. All this stuff hurt me, and it led to what my partner being. This is what I tried to tell him for months, is that all the stuff that he was doing with these people, which is right here proving that he's cohorting with somebody outside of the lease. Okay, everything he did was outside of our lease. Everything he did was outside of our lease. Okay? I did everything. Day 1, day 2. Invited him to the place. We're laughing and joking. This is why I'm like, this guy is insane, allegedly. He can laugh and joke and with this, a day later, see with his own eyes, everything's cool, everything's fine, and still do this. And now you see why I'm extra upset that this is not going to go away the way you think it's going. This is harassment. And you put it in writing. Okay? This is harassment. He should have to prove that there was a fire. That's what he said. And that's what he bugged me with to no end. It probably was more than 6 times. Because I know I didn't even know I had 3 times on the text. And I probably have more if I look. Like, this guy was just, I have, for months. For months. He should have to produce this videotape of a fire. I would love to see it. It better show a fire. If it shows me doing something else or somebody else or anything that just trying to, it better show a fire, because that's what you said. This is what he said. So this videotape. Thank you for getting the likes up. Get the likes up. I know I'm not no commentator. I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the protocol. Like, share. You know what to do. He has eyewitnesses. See, my thing is, he best not ever act like he don't have these things. Because he told me, I didn't ask him any of this stuff. He bombarded me. He browbeat me every freaking day with this crap. It has stressed me out to no end. So he better not say he don't have an eyewitness. And he better not say he doesn't have a videotape. And please don't say he doesn't. He better not say he doesn't have reports from the fire department. I would love to see them saying there's a fire, because that's what you said. I don't want to see anything else other than what you said. I need him to prove this, because this is what he harassed me with to no end. And then on top of that, videotape, then told me to stop lying. Okay, so let's put it into perspective. So why shouldn't he have to prove this? Okay? Why shouldn't he have to prove this? Yes, he does. He does. He absolutely does. Pete never XVT. KOTOWICH, do you think you're better than them? He absolutely does. He doesn't value. You see how fast he went over there, quickly skewed those daggone uh um reviews. Okay? He does. And the way like I said, we thought too high of him and he thought too low of us. Okay? So let me just talk about the incident. And I'm only going to be another 10, 15 minutes because it's New Year's and I pretty much, it's self-explanatory. It's in the thumbnail. I mean, come on now. This is ridiculous. Going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I mean, you see the dates on. I mean, up, down. That shit. It stressed me out to no end. Excuse me. Well, I was making chicken, and there was a little splatter, and I was hysterical. I'm not gonna lie. When I did call, I can say that. Yes, Pete Never XVT says he is not. Stand strong. Yes, I am. I am. You see, this is all we was doing, living our lives. Everything I've said in every one of these videos is 100% true. But all that can happen, and just because of this, so that's why I have all this free time on my hands since my partner, okay. I'm just going to expose everybody and let people be the judge for themselves. Okay? Like I said, the fire department was called. When they came I immediately just ran out downstairs. So I just immediately ran downstairs and I called. When they called, they came, they laughing at me. They was only here 5 minutes at best. Not long at all. I mean, they didn't even, it was nothing to see. Absolutely nothing. They laughing at me like, we don't see anything, man. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And left. And like I said, I called a day or two later and nothing. Case closed, done. After that happened, as soon as they left, I immediately contacted Mr. KOTOWICH, let him know what happened. And I said, I want you to come over tomorrow. And that way you'll be able to check out the place and everything, make sure so me doing the proper thing. That's why I'm so upset that this guy's still trying to play me, because he will be itching for, you know what I'm saying? You be trying like, all right, stop playing games, okay? People be taking kindness for silliness, kindness for stupidity. No, niggas, it's some people just being kind, and that's actually an action word. That means somebody got to actively be doing it to be doing it. Okay. So when somebody's kind, that means they actively doing it. It can easily get flipped and reversed. Okay. People don't understand that. Words like that, like kind, they're still action words. Okay. I called him immediately and I told him what happened. Told him, we laughing on the phone. I told him to come on over. Um, he did that. Was there the next morning. Was right here. Came in, nothing to see. He stayed about 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, less than 5 minutes, and that was it. Was out. I don't know where this came from. He should have to prove this. This was this has been this is hard. Okay? You see in the thumbnail for months, months and months and months, going back and forth with this guy saying I started a fire. I'm like, see what made it so mind-boggling, and but I knew he knew what he was doing because every time, see, this is what he doesn't understand, and I mean, what you guys don't understand, and he knows, and that's why he's acting like a ravenous fool. Because every time he did it, I counted it and said, "This 2, 3. Why are you saying I started a fire? Can you stop?" So he would purposely just try to do it to get on my nerves. Who does that? Just randomly start talking about you started a fire. This is after they have been there. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll laughs in your face, all smiles, and then Mr. Hyde, after he got the lynch mob all riled up. And that's why everything that happens to Carissa is we're going to directly charge to, Rich. We're going to directly charge to Mr. KOTOWICH because of this whole situation, the bullying. So we're going to directly. I told him numerous times, and we're going to get into that as well. That's going to be part 9. I told him numerous times, what you're doing is very dangerous for my family. I told him numerous times, stop talking to those people about my whatever's going on because you're making things very hard for me. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what's going on. But you are now talking to me. You have a videotape. You have this. You have that. What are you talking about? I did everything I was supposed to do. I don't have nothing to do with these people, and I'm not trying to satisfy them. The only relationship I have is with the landlord. And if it's something that was concerning about from them, then he should have, like an adult, presented that. And don't you think that that may have been a turnaround? You think more and more and more and more and more and more of bullying and harassment, that was going to turn it around. That's like one of those people who mentally abused their girlfriend. Yeah, take your fat ass to the gym, take your fat ass, and then wonder why they didn't lose any weight. That's ridiculous. Nobody could get a freaking clear thought with all of this shit that was going on around here. And you see, who could? Who could? These people, this man was about to lose his mind over a bad review. Now we done had guns pulled on us twice. We done had a battering ram come through the door like the Terminator, the police. What else? Approached on the street with some bullshit twice. Come on now. And this guy, a bad review, and he about to lose his mind and calling everybody is racial slurs and about to freaking come on now. We just hear. We just hear where he does not care. And we're just going to be fighting it from wherever we can fight it from. He's just himself now. He just does not care. We asked him for months. I asked him for months. There's no reason. There's no reason. None, absolutely none, for him to act like that, especially off of my actions. Okay? Especially off of my actions. Okay? Does this make sense? So, thank you for joining us, Surviving Stephen KOTOWICH. This is heavy. I wrote up. Oh, here's another. I wrote up a lot of notes. All his. This is another one where he's going to lie and say that there was complaints, but this is after the fact. This is on the 6th. He texted this. When I asked him, you said there was no complaints, so why are you now backpedaling? After Rich got arrested, he specifically said there was no complaints. And I said it just like that. And he didn't say, I never said that. No, he immediately said, I can't comment on your guess, but I can go look for some. You know, you got to ask, you know, I got to go look at the tenants. You can ask the tenants and stuff. What do you mean you have to ask the tenants? I'm talking to you. You said that the tenants, I'm not worried about all these extra people that he keeps trying to bring in because I'm dealing with him. He's the one told me. I said, hold on. Now he's hold on. Why you got to go now and look for some complaints? Because you said with 100% accuracy less than a week ago that it wasn't any complaints. You offered up that information. I didn't ask you for that. You volunteered it up. So only thing since that's what you said numerous times, I really honestly thought that's how he felt in his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I did not know all of this stuff was going on. Now I knew about him and his cohorting, but I didn't know he was specifically involved. I'm thinking that he's just a bumblefuck. I didn't think that he was masterminding this whole shit all my life. But as the time go on, and I'm like, I see that he's just back and forth, back and forth. I'm thinking, which he probably alludes people to think because he is a very demeanor, mousy looking guy. You know, no, he's very much a calculated person, very much a bully, and he has threatened me before. Okay, he said something, if I can remember, like don't make me have to get rough with you or something like that. And I'm like, what did I said? And I immediately hold on because I don't play all that. I said, you know, immediately we go into defense mode. Do what the hell, you know, buzz and move. What you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got time for that looky loo boo. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, honey, you know, we're not even gonna go there. So am I surprised that I'm getting leave texts and all this craziness in the chat? No, because that's how he was coming aggressively. Okay, that's how you know, very I told you these men here, him and this neighbor in a bromance. He didn't approach me twice. I'm a black woman. These are grown men. Come on now, they bullies, and like I said, he knew Rich was a female, born a female. After that situation with walking up to him, okay, that was the first person, so that we can't say, okay, anything about Rich. He approached somebody on the street, okay, with a whole bunch of nonsense, and that could have ended up. I immediately called. In the this landlord is all acting all over, but I would be more concerned with a stranger walking up to somebody on the street that they don't know and don't live with. That would alarm me more. That alarms me more. Okay. And it alarmed me to the fact that I went and immediately contacted the landlord and thought that he was going to actually be I didn't know he was in such a deep bromance um, with this person that he couldn't be a landlord to me. And from that time, see, this is what he doesn't understand, and which he does understand, and he just doesn't care. Okay, when somebody, and because you know how Rich is, he basically uh clowned the shit out this dude, for real, for real. He basically clowned him, and it was crazy. I just don't understand, why would you walk up to somebody that you don't know and then get mad at them about anything? I don't operate like that, but these people do. That's what I don't understand. These people are like, when I say whirlwind into somebody's life, I'm not playing. This nigga's actually Kenya Moore twirled into somebody's life and then got mad when it wasn't a great reception. So I don't understand. But like I said, he did that. And what the landlord doesn't understand is that anything that guy now says from that point on has a skew to it. See, so this is why I'm saying that I don't, it's like the chicken or the egg. I don't know who was playing who more. I know that they both worked together against my family inside here. Yes. So we couldn't even get to a Karen. We couldn't even get to a blah, 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 with these people working together. Because my thing is, anything that this person now says, how are you able to now, he moved more of his family in? Come on now. That doesn't make any sense. But we're not supposed to believe the guy another guy you allowed to show the apartment, okay, who tried to rob me for 300. I mean, charged me $300 for his furniture that wasn't his. You know what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to believe that. And then all of a sudden, I'm telling you, okay, all of a sudden, this is the creepiest part. Soon as Rich got arrested, he comes in with new family, new girlfriend, new everything. I'm telling you, he just does not, and I guarantee you, he is the main catalyst of why things are not, you know. I'm telling you, because sometimes people don't want their family and girlfriends to see somebody else. That was actually, come on, all right. That's just weird. You wait all the way until somebody get arrested to now move your whole family in. And then the landlord allows that. After Rich and I have been running all over town. I was looking through Rich's phone, and I was on Facebook because he wanted me to post some things on his Facebook. And I is how it shows, like, Facebook groups and stuff and things, because he always tell me go in there and try. He tells me what to do. I'm not gonna go into that, but he tells me what to do, right? So I'm in there and I'm seeing old messages from him, even in Facebook groups, looking for apartments, talking to people, seeing a thing. So this is all the stuff that we're doing. And I got to show him from his phone and my phone. And this man, Stephen KOTOWICH, has the nerve to turn around and try to treat us like trash and call us all types of names and acting all like this. And we running around for him. He does not care. He does not care. Okay, and he lied. He went back and forth. He played both sides of the fence. He was throwing stones and hiding his hands. He was doing everything. He was carrying a bone, bringing a bone. Okay, so but this is not about like I said, when I'm talking about these people, like these neighbors, it's just to just show lightness of things. I mean, just be in joke fashion. It's not. I never took my eye off the prize, and that's Mr. KOTOWICH, because again, even that neighbor doesn't have my he's not texting me this. This is what people don't understand. Yeah, I can say a whole bunch of things that people who annoyed me, but this is torture. Do you understand? The neighbors are not doing this. Karen is not doing this. Okay? The cops aren't even doing this. Okay, this is Mr. KOTOWICH. Okay? This is so when dealing with all those outside forces, when did we were supposed to ever have a clear moment to even gather a clear thought? But these are the same group of bullies who would try to tarnish our reputation and our name. Like, are you crazy? All he had to do is just believe his eyes. That's the first thing that you do. Believe your eyes and not bother me with this. That would have been the best thing to do. But don't do this in retrospect. Believe your eyes. Respect your tenant who did everything that she was supposed to do. And not bug and bother and be a bully. So I'm just going to wrap it up. I'm definitely going to need him to prove all of this. Okay. I'm not allowing things to slide. He basically stressed me out to no end. People laugh about my daggone forehead. Shit, I'll be looking like Lil Wayne by the time this is over. I'm telling you, I'm stressed the fuck out. And shit, he got millions of gajillions of dollars. So I'm gonna be looking, please. You know how I'm gonna be looking. He needs to show those fire reports of a fire. Okay? He needs to produce these eyewitnesses. Please don't say that you don't have this. Please, because this is what you said. This is what Stephen KOTOWICH said. So should he be able to, what they say, Mayo's flame and backpedal and moonwalk now? Or should he be held accountable for this? Okay? Should he have to produce this? Because his everybody can answer all things but his own actions and his own mouth. As I said, look in the mirror and not at anybody else, because you controlled all of this vitriol. Okay? So should he have to produce, he should have to produce a videotape. Okay? Okay? He should have to produce a videotape. Oh. Okay? This is harassment. Okay? So he needs to make it make sense. He should have to prove everything that he said. Everything he said, everything. All he said, stop lying. Oh, let me hold this up. Stop lying. He has stuff from the fire department. He has eyewitnesses. He has videotape. He has all this stuff, and he better act. I hope he has it. He said he has it. Do you believe that he has all this stuff? So this is another critical thinking question. Do you believe he has all this stuff? This is what he's saying. This is what Stephen Cotto would say he has. He has all this stuff. I don't, he might got it. So that's why I said that we need to, he says he has it, right? So why should he be able to backpedal? Okay. He says he has, okay. He has eyewitnesses. And he has reports from the fire department. He should have to, okay. And it needs to say this. That's why I'm keep adding this one on here, because this is what he preference. This is the same text. This is all the same. Right in that text. It's right in the thumbnail. This is everything he said in that text. Now, mind you, he has multiple texts where he has said the same things, but this is where he said he got all of this stuff. So he said he got all this. So he needs to produce it. He needs to produce it. And I know what it did do to me, which has stressed me out to no end. As you see, that's a mind game. Ain't no way in hell he should have ever been doing all that when he already was here. And if he does, let me tell you something. And let me tell you, if he does present a videotape and it's just a videotape of me, I'm going deeper for harassment. How creepy is that? It okay? He should have to produce everything that he said that he has. He said it, and he should have to stand on it. This man is about to lose his mind over a bad review, and he has sent my freaking life through topsy-turvy hell for months. Part 9 coming soon. We're going to deep dive into this. Okay? We're going to deep dive into this. We need to know where he got this videotape from, who gave it to him, how did he receive it. See, my thing is, I'm not asking anything. I'm just asking critical questions that could be asked at a later date. This is what he said. He needs to produce this. He says he got tangibles. This is what he said. He had all these tangibles, things that not I have a thought in my mind. I think no. He says that he has all these solid proof tangibles that he needs to present. We're going to deep dive into this videotape that he supposedly has. Drop down in the chat. Let me know. Do you think he should be able to just say this to his tenants, harass his tenants to no end, and not have to produce any of this stuff? Especially after he knew after 1, 2, 3 times that this was annoying his his tenant, that they felt like their rights were being violated. Okay, to still continue. He should have to produce this. That is only right. Surviving Stephen KOTOWICH Part 8. Part 9 coming up very soon. Thank you for continuing to be invested, guys. I love you guys. Happy New Year's. We're gonna pray that Rich gets out from under these morally bankrupt people as quickly as possible. Thank you. Till next time.